Why can't I?
Sitting on the altar. Haven't met him face to face. Just, heard from Donald.
What does he say?
Oh, Father Flynn. He looks up to him. The man gives him his time, which is what the boy needs. He needs that.
Mrs. Miller, we may have a problem.
Well, I thought there must have been something you wanted to see me. Principal's a big job. I just want to say, though, it's just till June.
Excuse me?
Whatever the problem is, Donald has just to make it till June. Then he's off to high school.
Right.
If Donald can graduate from St. Nicholas, then he's got a better chance of going into a good high school, and that will mean an opportunity at college.
Well, I don't see anything at this time standing in the way of his graduating with his class.
Well, that's all I care about.
I doubt that.
Try me.
Mrs. Miller, I am concerned about the relationship between Father Flynn and your son.
You don't say concerned. What do you mean, concerned?
That it may not be right.
Well, there's always something wrong with everyone, isn't that so? Gotta be forgiving. Oh, I work right there.
I am concerned, to be frank, that Father Flynn may have made advances on your son.
May have made?
I can't be certain.
No evidence?
No.
Then maybe there's nothing to it.
I think there's something to it. I think Father Flynn gave Donald a lot of wine.
Why would he do that?
Has Donald been acting strange lately?
No.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
He's been himself.
All right.
Listen, sister. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, but I am not sure you completely understand.
Oh, I completely understand the kind of thing you're talking about, but I don't want to get into it.
What's that?
Listen, not to be disagreeing or something, but if we're talking about the kind of things floating around between this priest and my son, it ain't my son's fault.
Oh, but I am not suggesting that.
You're not suggesting that? But I got called to the principal's office, you know what I mean?
I am concerned about Donald's welfare.
Do you really think that Father Flynn gave Donald that wine to drink?
Yes, I do.
Then how come my son got kicked off the altar boy if it was the man who gave it to him?
I know. The boy got caught, not the man.
You're blaming my son?
No.
No problem with blaming my son. You know what it is.
Perhaps you should let me talk. I think you're getting upset.
Listen, sister. You ain't going no man against no man in a row and win. He's got the position.
And he's got your son.
Let him have him then.
What?
It's just till June.
Do you know what you're saying?
No more about him than you do.
I believe this man is creating or may have brought already an improper relationship with your son.
I don't know.
I know I'm right.
Why are you gonna do something like that for sure when you don't?
What kind of mother are you?
Excuse me, but you don't know enough about life to say a thing like that, sister.
I know enough.
You know the rules, but that don't cover it.
I know what I'm gonna accept.
You accept what you gotta accept and you work with it.
This man is in my school.
Well, he's gotta be somewhere and maybe he's doing some good too.
He's after the boys.
Well, maybe them boys wanted to get caught.
What are you telling me?
That's why his father beat him, not about the wine.
What are you telling me?
Listen, I'm talking about the nature of the boy now, not something he's done. You cannot keep the child responsible for what God gave him to be.
I am only interested in actions.
But there is this boy's nature.
Leave that out of it.
Forget it then. You're the one forcing people to say things. My boy came to your school because they were going to kill him in the public school. His father don't like him. He come to your school. Kids don't like him. One man is good to him. This priest. And does the man have his reason? Yes. Everybody does. You have your reason. Do I ask the man why he's good to my son? No, I don't care. My son needs some man to care about him and see him through the way he wants to go. I thank God this educated man with some kindness in him is willing to do just that.
That will not do.
You'll hurt my son to get your way.
I will throw your son out of my school.
Why you have to do that when he didn't start it with him?
Because I will stop this!
Throw the priest out then!
I'm trying to do just that!
What do you want from me?
Nothing. As it turns out.
Please, leave my son out of this. My husband is going to kill that child over a thing like this.
I will try.
Listen, I don't have much time. I don't know if you and I are on the same side, but I'll be standing with my son, together with the people who are good with my son. It would have been nice to see you there. Good morning, sister.